Super curious. When you guys go to shows, like when you go to concerts and things, do you guys buy merch? Do you buy shirts? Do you buy like CDs, vinyls? Typically, I'll buy a shirt. I don't really go to a ton of shows and a ton of concerts, but when I do, I'll try to always buy at least one shirt. Just saying. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. My name is Justin, and today I'm listening to, I don't want to say one of my favorite bands, but a band that I can always expect some sort of quality from, and that is Dance, Gavin, Dance. Let me say that again. Dance, Gavin, Dance. This is the song Evaporate that we're going to be listening to today. I have not really listened to anything off of their latest album. I believe this is their latest from 1 year ago. I've heard snippets of songs, but I have not listened to the whole thing, and I figured what a better time to do it than here. A lot of people say that off of this album, this was one of the best songs on it, so I want to hear the best. Why not? You know, I do a lot of older stuff on this channel, but every once in a while I want to listen to something like that I'm somewhat familiar with. Join me in the comments down below for discussion. Let me know what you think of the song. I always want to hear your thoughts, even if you hate the song, even if you love the song. I want to hear your thoughts. This is Dance Gavin Dance with Evaporate.
Until you break my rest, do everything you can to keep me silent. You won't start a war with all that I stand for. You wanna see right through my masquerade. I know there's nowhere to hide. I'm so afraid. I feel like I just stay. Will melt away, and when the flame burns brighter, evaporate. You will see right through my masquerade. I know there's nowhere to hide. I'm
That was awesome. That was amazing. Are you kidding me? That's Dance Gavin Dance. I mean, that's what you're gonna get. One thing I love about not only this song but really Dance Gavin Dance in general is there is so much movement throughout the song. They just move from piece to piece, from set piece to set piece. They change up the song, but they still keep it very consistent, very flowy the whole way through, and it manages to be interesting the whole way through as well. Every part of that song, every instrument and every musician, I thought was interesting. Everything is there to keep your attention. And I think it works super well what they do. It's one of those songs that's hard to break down on a first listen because it moves so quickly and because it has so much movement in it. But needless to say, I definitely enjoyed it. I really liked it. So you have two vocalists and a guest star. I picked it up from here. Guest star, a guest vocalist. Andrew Wells, I believe from the band Idola? Something. He's from another band. So Tillian's vocals, the da 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 da. I don't know how it is. I've always liked Tillian's vocals. He was a great addition to Dance Gavin Dance. He brings this raspy soul, is how I describe his voice. It kind of sounds a little R&B-ish, not in its literal sound, but in its delivery. It's very soul-driven. But his voice isn't necessarily smooth. There's a little rasp to it, but I think that adds to the emotion of his singing. So he's raspy soul. That's what I call him. John Mess, who is the screamer in this, the unclean vocals, I like him when he's brought in with balance. Because, and don't hate on me for this, okay? Just let me explain. I've always felt that his vocals, his screaming, while they're very good and I think that it's top quality, I've never heard a lot of variation in what he does. He kind of always sounds pretty much the same in when he screams. So, like I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I like his vocals when they're balanced out with something. So in this song, it's perfectly balanced, so I like them, you know? And I really like the way that they climax together at the end with that last note. That's awesome. Of course, you have the parts where it goes from heavy to light. Once again, that just keeps the song moving, keeps it interesting, keeps it fresh the whole way through. The strength of Dance Gavin Dance, as they've always done. And I really like the guest vocals too, because you have the screaming, you have the higher pitched kind of clean singing, and then the guest vocals added another form of clean singing to the song, but they were a lot smoother. So I feel like all three vocalists brought something to the table with their parts. None of them sounded similar enough to each other that it's like, well, you may as well just had one guy cover these lines. No, they all had a different part, and it worked in the parts that they were brought in on. And I really love the drumming throughout the whole song. The drumming is amazing in the sense that I love the kick drum and how it's just working overtime in certain sections of the song. Not even including double bass necessarily, just like single pedal. Like you can hear that he's just going in certain parts. Yeah, I love the drumming. I really love everything about the song, to be honest. There's not much I can say about it because I enjoyed it. But once again, like I said, it's one of those songs that moves along so quick at a dynamic pace that I would have to listen to it again to give my real reaction, my true thoughts. But sometimes on a first listen, you just get the surface. I try to dig a little bit, but sometimes I can't always do it. But I liked it. Lyrically, Dance Gavin Dance is one of those bands that their lyrics are like, I don't know if they write them just super cryptic or if they don't necessarily write them with a message in mind, but their lyrics are typically pretty hard to decipher. I do like these lyrics because they're not as abstract as their lyrics can typically be. Couldn't make me into a hero, couldn't turn me into a coward. Whatever history that you wrote blew away in the wind on your way down from your ivory tower. Your words lost their power, you can aim down fire. We'll be down here living how we want. Someone that has maybe an elitist point of view, someone that's trying to call down on people from their high horse, right? They feel like they're up here and they're telling other people maybe what to do or, how to live. And he's saying, well, you can do all that, but we're going to do what we're going to do, Of all the ways I've given in, I can't believe it's not enough to satisfy my endless search for any form of love. So I will stay my course until you break my wrist, do everything you can to keep me silent. You want to start a war with all that I stand for. Yeah, I like the way that he says, of all the ways I've given in, I can't believe it's not enough. You know, you make certain concessions, you try to make everybody happy, but whatever you do, sometimes you just can't do that. And sure, this could be talking about a relationship. I feel like it's talking more about just the music as a whole. You know, a lot of bands will do this. They'll write lyrics that are actually talking directly to their audience, maybe to their fans, maybe to a general music audience. In that the music that they put out maybe is so criticized that they can never make everyone happy. And really, that's a problem to an extent. You know, I mean, any music that's going to be put out is never going to make anyone happy, whether you're a fan or not. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too deeply into this. It's Dance Gavin Dance. I don't know. They write awesome stuff. Let me know what you guys thought of the song. Please join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments down below. And I'll see you later. Bye.